Hello guys, I'm Krishna and I welcome you all on behalf of CSI chapter 3 code of Vit-Ap University. So I hope you guys are doing fine and well, and I also wish your CAT exams were pretty good and you get a good result. So today we'll just get back to it with the same energy and a bang. So what we'll do is today we'll just take a look at a very simple Java topic which is constructor, and it is very important also. So coming to a question, what is a constructor? So constructor is a piece of code that gets executed or compiled as soon as we make an object of our class. So constructor is defined inside a class, which is called as soon as we create an object of that class or that particular class. So I'll just come to it with a very basic and simple example. What I'll do is I'll just create a constructor. So how do we do that? The name of constructor, it should be same as the name of the class, the name of the parent class. So okay, and one more thing, constructor doesn't have any return type. So what I'll do is I'll just create the constructor and name of it will be same as the name of the class, and what it does, it just prints inside constructor. So now what I'm gonna do is I'll just create a main method, and in this main method I'm gonna create an object of class test. So how do we do that? It's pretty simple. Let's name our object as obj. So what I did, I created an object of this class, of class test. So what is gonna happen? We'll just run the code. You may see over here, you may take a look over here, it prints out inside constructor. So it happens like this. And one more thing, in this test you can also pass some parameters. So what will happen if we just pass some parameter in this constructor? So if we pass some parameter, I'll just come to it with an example. Right, let's say it is the parameter in it has a integer x. So you may take a look over here. Our code, it will just throw an error unless we just enter any integer value in it. I hope it is clear to you guys. It is pretty simple. And a question might arise in your mind: what happens when we do not create a constructor? What happens? So, and it is pretty important question, because interviewers ask this. So what happens when we create an object and there is no constructor? So coming to that question, what Java does is, Java virtual machine, it creates an empty constructor for us, which looks like this. Java virtual machine, when we do not create any constructor, what Java virtual machine does, it creates a constructor which looks like this automatically. It does it automatically, and user cannot see it. For user, it is just like pretty normal code what he or she wrote. But in the backend, it happens like this. It creates an empty constructor. So I'll just pass some values in it. Sorry. What it does is, let's say, no parameter constructor. So I created an object of class test with a parameter which is integer, and let me create one more object. let's name it W2. And this time I'm not passing any value, any parameter in class in test while creating an object. So the output will be inside constructor and no parameter constructor, because first we created an object obj which has a parameter which is 84 and prints inside constructor. As we can see over here, it has to print this. Then we created an object obj2 and obj2 with no parameter. So this code will get executed. It says no parameter constructor. And one more thing, the constructor doesn't have any return type. Okay, so if we try to like give a return type to it, so you may look over here. What Visual Studio Code is telling us that constructor is undefined. Like this is not a constructor. If we pass any value, if we give any return type, then it is not a constructor anymore. JVM cannot recognize it, because if it were a object, not object, if it were a method, the name should be different. Like it should not be same as the class. So that's why JVM, it cannot understand what we are trying to do. So it will throw an error. As you can look over here, the constructor test int is undefined. So I hope it is clear to you all, guys. If you still have any doubt, you can just rewind the video. You can just ask us in the comment section. We'll answer all of your doubts. Till then, bye bye. See you guys in the next video. Thank you.